With Shadow the Erdtree dropping, I decided to come back with a fresh character to achievement hunt for one simple reason. I hate myself. Enter Stabby McSmelly, or as I like to call him, Calm, Cool, Collected.
Back up! Back up!
Or as I like to call him, definitely doesn't spam Ash of War. Or as I like to call him, can smell farts from a different area code. No, I didn't like it. As an added bonus, I will not be using Spirit Ash summons, so yes, that means no Mimic. However, I will summon NPCs for certain boss fights, and I know what you're thinking.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And you're right. With our character made and getting our first death from Arms for Days, we're ready to go and get our first achievement for defeating the Lion Lizard Man. But first, we have to get called a virgin
Or maidenless.
twice,
Are maidenless.
get our bestest friend, Goat Horse, and lastly, get our hands on that oh-so-sweet Bloodhound's Fang, which I'm going to be using the whole playthrough because I'm afraid of change, or as my ex-girlfriend likes to say, who are you, what are you doing in my house? With us easily getting Bloodhound's Fang,
I'm dead.
we are ready to fight the hardest boss this game has to offer. Oh, and he's dead.
No. That was so easy. Oh my god.
Next, we make our way to Godric's Castle to earn our next series of achievements. Here we meet... Oh my god, what's on your face? I mean, Margit. After exchanging a few jabs back and forth, you know, I call him ugly, he hits me across the head with his giant cane. You know, your standard affair. When he starts to play way too rough.
Fuck!
After receiving the biggest backhand the lands between had ever seen, I decided to sit down and rest at the bonfire, when suddenly the intrusive thoughts started to kick in. You're always going to be maidenless. Dare leave the stove on. Is there even a god? I'm afraid of death. Tom Cruise's teeth. When it finally happened, I touched a consenting female's hand. Give me one sec. Done. Unfortunately, she said I was moving too fast, hit me with a restraining order, and sent me to the round table hold. But luckily for us, this is where we got our second achievement. Made some new friends. That's some nice armor you got there. Nice and shiny. Man, what I would do.
First armor like that. The links.
Got an emote, and most importantly, got a much needed hug from a very tall mommy. Now with our dignity in check. And then he backhanded me, and then she said she didn't like me. She gave me a restraining order. A clear mind, and a little help from an NPC summon, we were able to easily take down Barnacle
Rip.
Head.
Nice to know you, bud.
With a third achievement down, it's time to participate in some friendly neighborhood elderly abuse.
Oh my god.
So long, Grandpa, thanks for the stuff. With Gramps put to rest, we then breeze right through the rest of the castle.
What the f- Die right here. Get off the hill. Yeah, like that is dude, that attack is dead. No!
Anyway, we meet Daddy Giant, who then stomps on us, so we kill him for his 1,210 rune life insurance policy. We then awkwardly mosey our way into the scene of domestic abuse and meet our new friend, Barbarian Lady. With Barbara on our side, we're finally ready to... I'm sorry, do you need a room or something? The way you're touching that dragon's making me a little uncomfortable. Because we could leave and come back later. Oh, I guess we're fighting.
Yes.
Even with all those arms and removing one arm in exchange for a dragon sock puppet, still wasn't enough. And with a couple of well-placed bonks, Rick,
Gotcha.
the dragon fondler,
First try,
was no
dude.
more. With Ricky Balboa down and his delicious rune now in our pocket, we can take that rune to some crusty fingers and restore its power, finishing off this area. For our next set of achievements, we're going to have to go to Hogwarts and become a wizard, but since I am only a muggle and I wasn't invited, I'll have to get a key that is being guarded by a big old scary dragon, but luckily, I'm super stealthy.
Die.
With a key in hand, we are able to enter Hogwarts. Once inside, we gotta sneak past some caretakers, until we encounter Fluffy. Now this doggo may only have one head, but he sure does know some magic. And since I'm a huge lover of animals, I had a really hard time killing this
Outta
dog,
here with that!
and for no other reason. But after getting mauled by him a number of times, I finally got over it and gave him the old Yeller treatment. With the bad dog taken care of, it was time to move on to Croissant Head. With more attempts than I'm willing to admit, and getting to roleplay as Anakin Skywalker, we were finally able to beat this Pillsbury-headed freak.
So close. Hit her. Yes! Yes!
After realizing the boss that was giving me so much trouble was just a dream sequence put on by a blue puppet, I decided to do the only logical thing and simp heavily for her by swearing my allegiance. But first, we have to beat this horse lady.
I can't even see what. Oh my gosh. No! Oh! No! No! What happens now? Did I lose out on all those souls? What happens?
Don't worry, we did not in fact
Don't
lose
tell
out on
me,
all
dude.
those souls,
Okay.
and now we can finally begin Ronnie's quest line. This is an important step because it will lead us to multiple achievements throughout this playthrough. Also, I mean, who wouldn't simp after her, even though she is a puppet? I mean, she's got 4 arms. Wood. And not like the wood, like from a tree, you know, like I would. Alright. Our next few achievements are going to take us far and wide, but with our future puppet waifu on our side, we begin our journey through Caelid and take out some optional bosses, including NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal
Oh my gosh. I did it.
and the not-so-Godskin duo. This is also the point of the playthrough where I stop using shields because I'm terrible at parrying, and this way I can just spam Ash War more easily. We also meet a poor woman suffering from scarlet rot with only 1 arm. I wonder what this side quest could be setting up. Probably nothing important, but we begin our way into the depths. Here we live the American dream by wiping out some peaceful natives and proceed to kill their reindeer god because we don't understand their culture, and also to get our next achievement.
Ancestral spirit. Defeat.
With your standard colonialism under our belt, we now proceed to Redmane Castle, where we fight Lionel Messi again. And Mr. How did he hit me? I was so far away.
Bro, what the F is that ring? Yes! Oh my god.
With them out of the way, we talk to an old man and forget how to actually initiate the Radon fight, so with a little help from Google, how to Radon. Oh, I'm feeling lucky, alright. We head off to fight the magma worm. Ascending the side of a cliff and getting killed by an anime girl's worst nightmare. Then running back to him and calmly gather our stuff.
Grab your shit.
We then head to the den of the angry fire lizard.
Chill
With our
out.
new armless friend, we make quick work of him and
he's
unlock the
cooked.
achievement.
Give this to me. Damn it, Millicent. You stole my glory. I'm gonna take that arm now. Give it to me. Yeah. 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 Alright.
With the Atlas Plateau unlocked, we are now able to fight Radon. And I'm not going to lie, Radon has always been my favorite. I mean, just look at him. An absolute unit of a man. And look, he rides a tiny horse. What's not to love? The whole concept, summoning a whole bunch of allies in one last-ditch attempt to put him to rest in combat, is one of the coolest and most satisfying things this game has to offer. Even when he flies up into the sky and turns himself into a meteor, I still love him, if not terrified. And I wish he'd rocket right into my ass. Thank America, he can finally rest in peace and doesn't have to worry about being resurrected. Have his spirit put inside of his stepbrother's corpse and forced to marry his half-brother that is trapped in a child's body or anything. I mean, that would really be unfortunate. Right, guys? What are you looking at? Oh. With the Chad man down and the stars he was holding back falling, we can now go on to the Eternal City. And while we're down here, we're going to get the next 5 achievements. First, we gotta fight the biggest joke of the game. Me. By giving him a weapon he has no skills he can use and mopping the floor with him.
You just give him something he can't use.
We then head back to the round table hold to get a hug. Now, is that a dagger in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh, it is a dagger. Wonder who this belongs to. Oh, it's just the guy down the hall. You know, you could have just given it to him yourself. He's dead. Alright, well, thanks for the clothes. With our new guilt-free clothes. What?
Screw it.
I'm being environmentally cautious. It's just recycling. It's time to do some more colonialism. We take out another reindeer god, but this time he's regal. We continue to go further down and made to do with a really bad headache and a terrible fashion sense. Wait, why am I naked? In exchange for stealing my fairly earned armor, Devin assists me with taking down the twin gargoyles, who I was really worried about without having a mimic, but was able to beat first try by using Devin as bait.
Oh my god! Oh my god! First try!
Naturally, we climb inside of a coffin and take it for a reverse splash mountain, partake in some deforestation, some earth defense force, until we find us competing in the biggest send-off.
Go ahead and use this. Just to be safe.
After talking to Fia and arranging our hugs with benefits relationship in exchange for a curse mark, we then proceed through another coffin, where we get to fight the Dragon Skin Soldier, aka Fluffy McStufferson, who is very easy.
What an easy one.
Taking a much needed break from the underground, we decide to go after the curse mark to continue Fia's questline. Is that Ronnie? She looks like Darth Vader when he was at his hottest. I prefer her as a puppet, but still would. With the curse mark handed over to Fia and getting half chubbed up, we are ready to continue through the Eternal City, encounter some Indiana Jones balls, and fight some naked goop men. Then it's on to everyone's favorite area, the Lake of Rot.
The Rot Lake! The Rot Lake!
Time for one last coffin ride, where we get to fight Spell, who isn't much of a challenge, even with his giant pincers. After a couple attempts, we're able to aggressively rip this long-beaded boss out of this world.
Got him. Got him. That wasn't that bad, actually. Yeah!
With a little backtracking, it's time to finish up Brownie's questline. Here we have to go talk to the tiny doll of our future wife and deal with his jealous ex-boyfriend, which is too bad because I feel like we have a lot in common. He's half man, half wolf. I'm man, you know. With him dealt with for now, we can now open up a chest that contains a wedding ring, which is really convenient because I can't afford one in this economy. Thanks, William Howard Taft, 27th U.S. President of the United States. With the ring in our pocket, we go up an elevator and take out some dragon ankles. Next, we drop down to find our blue puppet, covered in blood and surrounded by gigantic fingers. Can't think of a better spot to propose. Now with a puppet for a wife and a lot of strange new in-laws we have to continue killing, we have the Age of Stars ending lined up.
Okay.
Before I move on to the last half of the game, I decided to indulge in some ADHD side content. Dovahkiined a bunch of dragons. Got one half of the Hailgate Tree Medallion. Progressed Barb's side quest. Died because I couldn't resist butterflies. Take my revenge out on the tutorial boss.
Remember when you were like one-shot?
Then head to the plateau to absolutely destroy 2 tree sentinels and fight Estelle's baby.
What? There we go.
With all that taken care of, I was ready to make my way through the capital and begin our next series of achievements. After climbing up a tree, we get to fight Shiny Hollow Godfrey.
You're not lame. You're just misunderstood. Just kidding. You're lame. He thought I was being nice, but I wasn't. I was actually being.
With Shiny Godfrey out of the way, we then verse my real-life nemesis, Stairs. But luckily, this is a video game, and our character handles it with ease. With the Stairs conquered, we get to face our old friend Barnacle Head. Poor fella. On disability because he has to use a cane to walk around. Wait a minute. That's not a cane. You're not disabled. Other than the fact that you're still incredibly ugly and hard to look at while eating a bowl of bolognese. First the cane, and then he'd think that we wouldn't notice that he changed his name from Margit to Morgoth, but we all did. And since he wasn't willing to move out of the handicap parking spot, we did the only logical thing and killed him. Now he can't lie about his name or his disability. With Morgoth shriveled up like me on a cold winter's morning, we pivot and ascend Mount Glimmer to fight another face pincer.
Okay, this. One more hit.
And get accepted into the Volcano Manor, which I sure hope isn't being run by some weird snake cult. We continue to explore the manor, and we definitely don't die from an annoying Iron Maiden on wheels, and purposely backstep off of a side of a cliff into a pit of lava. It was obviously a shortcut, and intentional. After slowly crawling through the lava, we get to fight everyone's favorite morbidly obese man while he spins around like a giant Beyblade. After defeating him, we decided to do some contract killing in exchange for some rune arcs and
I
clothes.
still want that super shiny arm.
An equal trade in my opinion. While in the middle of my outfit conquest, I realized I was close to another boss, Elmer Fudd of the Briar, who's down bad for a painting of someone who's way out of his league. So to alleviate the inevitable, crushing letdown he would face, we murder him. After a day of honest work, it was time for another hug, so we go for our annual conjugal visit while being watched by some random players. You like that, don't you, freak? After having some post-nut clarity, we noticed that she hasn't been moving in a while, so we decide to eavesdrop into her dreams, where she's dreaming of a sexy dragon. What a hussy. Unfortunately for this dragon, we are Dovahkiin, hunter of dragon shins, and we add his shins to our collection. After exiting her dream, we grab the mending room and find that in an incel rage, Devin killed Fia, so we lose out on all future hugs. But thankfully, he gets naked, giving back our fairly earned clothes from earlier. But I am sure going to miss all those hugs. Wait, it's a debuff this whole time? Worth it. Before I get too ahead of myself, I remember that I need to grab a legendary weapon that is the only missable item in the whole game that we need for an achievement. So I quickly went and grabbed it and then proceeded to the next area. Ooh, the snowy place.
There's no
I don't know about you, but there's something I love about snow biomes in games. The serene environment, the way things slow down, the peacefulness, the serenity, the way it makes you want to curl up in a blanket and have a warm cup of cocoa. Alright dude, you're killing the freaking vibe. After getting smacked around a few times, we take down the abominable gargoyle and go up another elevator to meet a man who could not be paid enough for the delivery of these voice lines.
Chaos!
We then finally get to kill the man for his beautiful
Shiny armor.
Oslo helm, whip.
You know what? Now that I see it on me, I don't like it. With the final volcano matter contract complete, Tanith
crap,
is ready to
let's
show
fight
us the
boss.
Lord.
I will transport.
Whoops, wrong Lord. Of course it turns out to be a giant snake. I prefer the other Lord from earlier. Definitely not getting killed by him. We quickly level up the snake man's worst enemy, a giant shovel. With our shovel hand, we're able to take him on. Even with him pulling a sword out of his Orochimaru storage compartment.
Let's get the shots in. Oh my god, it's so loud! I can't.
With Rykard vanquished, we get to continue to play in the snow and work on some achievements. But instead of building snowmen and having snowball fights, we get to fight our next boss, the Fire Giant.
Oh, I do all my damage on. Take this.
With the use of our good old goat horse, he is no match even when he decides to rip his own leg off and ask for help from his god. Now, I'm not judging, but if your god asks you to do this, it might be time to find a new religion, bud. And even with his demonic powers, we still put him down with relative ease.
First try. See, I don't have problems with the fire giant. I don't understand why people have such a hard time.
Before we move on in the sky, we take out some less than desirables.
There we go. I'm getting tired of fighting you. Thank you.
And make our way to Commander Nile's
Continue
fort.
on this way.
Once in the
Explosions,
fort,
but-
we make our way to him, Commander Nile. I'm not sure why this guy was being so aggressive. Almost like I killed all of his friends and family and his pets or something. But after a few attempts, I'm able to take him down and steal his leg, get the achievement, and get the last half of the Hellgate Tree Medallion. Realizing that a simple restraining order isn't going to be enough to keep us away from her, our fair maiden knocks us out, then proceeds to light herself on fire, and then commits mass arson, burning down the Erd Tree. I know what her deal is. I mean, I'm married now. I'm a changed man.
That's pretty much what it's like, though.
We now find ourselves floating high in the sky in Far Missoula with dragons everywhere. Hopefully you didn't hear about how I've been taking out their shins. They definitely heard. With another shinless dragon added to our resume, we proceed to explore, taking out many bad doggos of various shapes and sizes.
Stop.
We were making great progress until we encountered
You're ready.
Jay and Silent Bob,
The goats, guys.
until we encountered Timon and Pumbaa, until we encountered your mother and me.
This is stupid.
This was a boss I knew a Spirit Ash pulling aggro could be a real asset, but unfortunately for them and my sanity, like a Mormon on a mission, I'm extremely persistent and eventually we wear them down.
Oh my god, we did it. Bro. Holy crap.
We then continue Peter's mission and put down more dogs.
We got him. We got him.
And a dragon.
There we go.
Until we finally find a somber dragonstone.
Yes.
This allows us to finally max out our Bloodhound's Fang, netting us the God-slaying armament. With our plus 10 sword, we are ready to fight
Let's
Malekith.
do this.
Like I was
There we
saying,
go.
ready? Really? This isn't even a boss.
Let's stay dead.
Finally! I mean, ready to fight Malekith.
Right. From his ass, you
Yeah, just, you know, alright.
just fun. I hate him. No. Hit him. Yes. Oh my god.
We got him. Cool. With the best title down, it was time to move on to the next 4 achievements, 2 of which are tied into the 2 hardest bosses in this game. Now it was time to beat Dragon Lord Plasudasax and show him why we earned the PETA's Employee of the Month award. We lay down for a nap and are whisked away to a place not within the confines of our world or time, where we meet our final boss on our Dovahkiin Shin quest. Dang, that boy thick. The game wasn't joking about naming him the Dragon Lord because this beast kicked my butt. A lot. So much so that I actually gave up for the day because I could no longer hold back my tears and explosive diarrhea.
Dude, we're so close.
After resting for a day, I came back rejuvenated and ready for a full day of fighting.
One more hit.
Wait, I got
Did
it
we
first
get him?
try?
Are you serious? Dude. Oh my god.
I then returned to the capital to take out Barb's stepdad. And because of him, I have come to realize I hate enemies that use magic. This dude is one cast away at most times from one-shotting me. But finally, after getting sick of his abracadabra crap, I gave the all-knowing something he didn't know. That he did.
You.
After killing her stepfather, I summoned Barb to help me kill her biological father, Godfrey.
Oh. Oh, wow.
We are still waiting on the paternity test to come back, so it's not a for sure thing. But with those juicy thighs,
I don't know. I'm not.
there's no question in my mind that they're related. That man could crush a coconut between them things. God, I wish I was a coconut right now.
We got him.
After getting into second phase, he kills his own pet and takes his shirt off. A little excessive, but hot. Even with this, it wasn't enough to overcome the dream team, and we earn our achievement for taking him down and orphaning Barbs once again. Wait, that's not your name? Why haven't you said anything?
Appreciate you.
For the next part of the video, I would be showing you footage of me clearing the whole snow biome and getting to the Hellgate tree. However, I have no footage of this because I'm a big dumb dummy and forgot to capture my game window.
Oh my god!
You know what's hilarious? And I'm really embarrassed, is I've been streaming without any video. That whole time I was streaming, no one could see. Yeah, okay, so I didn't die once. I'm lying here.
Also,
I
I
did
hope-
die. Anyway,
No.
so instead we'll pick up at the Loretta fight,
Heal, heal, heal.
where we get to take her and her dumb horse down once again.
Alright. Alright.
With her out of the way, we get to
Shoot
have
half of it.
so much fun fighting through this castle area. We get to fight some more tree spirits, one of which, super easy. The other one makes me want to literally rip my hair out and staple it to my
Take the
back.
shots.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm as hairless as a baboon's succulent ass. We also get to finish Millicent's quest line. This is actually one of the better quest lines of the whole game, especially if you're into botany.
Ah, yes. That was sick.
We finally get to the boss that I was afraid of from the very beginning, Melania.
Pain, fellas.
I knew going into this from the beginning, this fight was going to be a struggle. After all, she's considered to be the hardest boss in the game at the time. And she proved it by killing me over and over and over again. A quick note, a little something about me. When playing RPGs, I don't typically look up build guides. This usually results in me putting skill points and stuff I don't need at all, or neglecting abilities because, as I said in the beginning, because I'm afraid of change. So for the entire playthrough, I only used Flame Grease. So I was blissfully unaware of Golden Vow, Flame Grant Me Strength, and Blood Flame Blade. Because in my mind, all sorceries and incantations were just for wizards, not for smooth-brained Oonga Boongas like myself. But I was wrong. So very wrong. And after finally respecting my character, I re-engaged my fight. After 3 attempts, it happened.
darn it. See, look, this is her. Oh, we survived it. She got clipped on that root. Okay, we can get her.
The scarlet bloom flowers once more. Rot.
Oh, I f***ed up. Get away from her. Get away from her. Oh! Give me a poise break. Oh my god. Oh my god, we killed her. Holy.
Extraordinary.
My heart is racing.
The mark.
Yeah, bud. I'm gonna have to fucking punch a bunch of holes in my drywall. I'm so excited.
The hard part over, and my hands resembling a blown up pomegranate, since I somehow managed to hit only the studs in the wall. All I had left to do was finish off the legendary items, fight Moog, and beat the game. Luckily or unluckily, I'm a very ADHD brain individual, and since I'm easily distracted and go down random caves and off the beaten path, I only needed one or two of these items, so I quickly mopped them up, knocking out these 3 achievements.
Here we go. That it? Yep. Achievement unlocked. All ordinary talismans.
With those done out of the way, all that was left was Moog. Well, 2 Moogs, so we proceed through the sewers in search of the guy that kidnapped a poor defenseless Mikola.
Alright, we're going down to the sewers. Where I belong. I'm a rat.
And after navigating the maze of feces, we find Moog, the Omen, waiting for us at the end. After taking out Melania, he is nothing, so we take him out with little resistance.
You idiot. Oh, that was the boss. For secrets.
Unlocking the secret passageway that was behind him, we encounter Sandra Bullock's nemesis, George Clooney.
Oh my god, that was...
After finally landing safely, we secured the last ending. It was now time to find the real Moog. I wonder why they call him the Lord of Blood. Oh. Oh my. You know, I still don't get it. This is how my bathroom looks every time I have Chipotle, and you don't hear me bragging about it. After venturing further into the so-called Lord of Blood's area, it was finally time to come face to face with the horniest looking man I've ever seen. Luckily, with our tight grip and our extremely fast hands, we were able to finish him off before he could even get the ritual out of his pants.
He was gonna get...
With little Moglet down, all that is left to do is beat the game and get our 3 endings. So we head into the Erd Tree to take out Marika. Or Radagon. Or both. Either way, I don't judge. Radagon put up a good fight, even killing me one last time. But nothing was going to stop me from making my puppet waifu a goddess. And getting all the achievements, of course. With them taken care of, it was time to fight the eggplant-looking Elden Beast. Wait, am I on Torrent? Why do I have so many more deaths since I fought Moog? Anyway, with our best bud Torrent, we take down the Elden Beast with ease. And now using some save state exploits. Listen, I have a full-time job, I just don't have the time. We were able to get all 3 main endings and finish off the last of the achievements for Elden Ring.
Fair consort eternal.
Boom boom! Achievements unlocked. Complete. We are now done. It's every achievement for Elden Ring. Attained all achievements. Fire! Wow. Replaying through this game has been a real treat for me. It was probably the most fun I had playing a game this year, and it was my 4th time playing through the game. Also, sorry the video quality got wonky throughout. When I first started playing, I was only going to stream it, but I decided I wanted to make a video about it, and had to resort to taking some stream rips of the footage. And yes, I did play and beat the DLC. I will be working on a video on that experience here soon, as long as everybody doesn't hate this one. And I don't mean to beg, but since it's my first video, if you like, comment, and subscribe, I will literally get on my hands and knees and suck